I hope you guys do have some pen and paper today, because what I want to talk to you about is going to be twofold today, but definitely something that's going to help you in your business when we're searching for business partners. If you're looking to build a team, I mean, we have some wonderful products here. We this by far probably the best products on the planet, because I've never worked with products that have worked this well, this fast, and everything else. But if you are here and you're looking to build a team and you want to do this long term and you want to make some really good money, just go ahead and in a chat, just say money for me, so I know who I'm talking to. Just say money. I just want to know who's going. There we go. All right, Akua. Even though you're the product expert, she was first up. All right. So we got some people on here that's definitely looking to make some money. But when we're looking to build a team, I believe that when you become a real professional in this industry, and I know Melissa was going in and out a little bit. So yeah, I've been doing this for 26 years. And so when you've been in this industry for a while, there's certain things that we look for. I know Melissa yesterday on the social media training, one of the things that she stressed over and over again is the beautiful thing about working in this network marketing industry. We really do get to pick and choose who we want to work with. And that's actually a luxury, because at your job, you can't necessarily control who you work with, who your boss is, who the supervisor is, who your coworkers that's always coming in late and leave and dropping the ball. We can't control any of that stuff, right? But here in network marketing, we literally can pick and choose who we want to work with. And if you want to have a very long-running, outstanding, successful business inside of this world of network marketing, I believe there's 12 personalities, 12 what we call pillars that you should be looking for when choosing individuals that you want to work with, because having these particular qualities about you are going to make you so much more valuable, and then make you what we call a core team member. And that's the last thing that we're going to get into later today. So is it all right with you guys if I go ahead and drop some, and we're not doing personality training. I love doing that training as well, but you guys have had this type of stuff before. So I'm going to drop, as Mr. Zanders would say, go ahead and number your paper down from 1 to 12. And I'm going to drop about 12 characteristics that you should be looking for in your potential business partners. Is everybody okay with that? Excellent. Let's go ahead and let's start out with number one. The number one thing that I look for with individuals is loyalty. Man, listen, loyalty is everything to me. If loyalty means something to you, put loyalty in the chat for me. This is everything. And here's what's pretty interesting. When you've been in this industry for at least, I would say, 3 to 5 years, you're going to have individuals that are going to be loyal to you just by the sheer energy that you've put out, if you've been putting out the right energy. Now, we talked about, we're going to get into core, and I'm going to teach you some things about being a core and what to look for in your core. But loyalty is by far probably one of the most, if not the most important thing that I look for within a business partner. All right. So that's number one. Number two, documentation. Ladies and gentlemen, please write that down. Documentation. There's a saying in this industry that documentation beats conversation any day and all day, right? And I'd rather have a Will Zanders on my team than a Joe Blow. Why? Because it's so much easier to say, man, my multi-million-dollar business partner, Mr. Zanders, as opposed to, hey, this guy I just met, that works at the candy shop. I mean, he's documented in this industry. And so when looking for people on who to work with and how you're assessing them, documentation is very important. Let's take it to the product side of our business. Paula Scarcella went to Alexandria Brighton to formulate something for her husband. Why? Because she was extremely documented. And so she partnered with the right person, and now look where we are with HBN now. Why? Because of Alexandria Brighton's documentation, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Number three, the third pillar that I look for, competitive spirit. I like to compete. Now, do me a favor, put a yes in the chat if you like to compete as well. All right. I just want to know who we're running with today. I love to compete. As a matter of fact, put a yes in the chat if you would rather play in the game than sit on the sideline and watch. Look at all those yeses coming through, man. This is amazing. Guys, listen, I know not everybody can see all these chats, but I see them. I am a very competitive individual. Now, there's three types of people. See, I said put a yes in the chat if you rather be in the game and play the game than you rather be on the sideline and watch. And I believe there's three types of people in the world. You know, there's those that are in the game, there's those that watch the game, and then there's those that don't even know the game is being played. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on this call, you already know that the game is being played. And so you have to now figure out if you want to be in the game or you want to be that professional cheerleader. You want to just clap for, you know, all the people that's doing well, or do you want to get in the game and be competitive as well? See, professionals, that's what we are looking for. We're looking for people that are competitive. I got to be honest with you. I hate to lose. I do. And more importantly, I love to win. Let's just say that, right? But in every company that I've actually been a part of, I've actually beaten my sponsor to the top positions, except for this company so far, right? Now, here's the thing. Mr. Zanders is my sponsor. And I shared this with him. I told him, I said, man, every company I've been in, I've always beat my sponsors to the top positions. And you know what his response to me was? His response to me was, I sincerely hope that you do beat me. If that don't speak about that man's character and everything else, but that's what we're looking for. We want those competitive individuals that, because here's the thing, if I was, no, let me put it in the atmosphere. When I do beat Mr. Zanders to a top position, do you know how much volume I would have to put in his organization to do so? He's going to win by default. So yeah, we definitely want individuals who are okay with saying, man, I'm okay with going past you. There's quite a few people on this call that may have actually passed their sponsor. So we're looking for people that have a very competitive spirit. That's number 3, all right? Number 4, coachability. Now, if you saw my training in Las Vegas, man, I'm very big on being coachable. As a matter of fact, we talked about that during the roundtable when I said it's definitely one of the things that I'm looking for. Because even with me being in this industry for as long as I have, well over 2 decades, I still sit back and ask questions and listen to, you know, trainings from everybody that does the trainings, from Melissa to Marcus Jones to, you know, Will Zanders. I'm still being coachable because I believe that the only way for you to be great is to be amongst those that are great. They say that iron sharpens iron. And, you know, here's the reality, guys. If you think about every successful competitor, right? When I think of the best, you know, there's the debate right now between who's the best, is it who's the king, Michael Jordan or LeBron James? Well, listen, here's the reality. Whether it's a Michael Jordan, whether it's a LeBron, whether it's a Serena Williams, whether it's a Mike Tyson, do you guys realize that every single one of these champions, I'm going to call them champions, they had a coach or have a coach? So it's extremely important for you to be coachable when you're a part of an industry like this. And it doesn't matter, you know, how much you know, how long you've been in. I've been in this industry longer than most people on this calls, including Mr. Zanders, who asked me to fill in. But I'm still learning. I'm still sitting at people's feet, trying to make sure that I learn different things and being extremely coachable, because I know, as good as I may be, I don't know it all. I don't know it all. So I want you guys to become, but also look for that characteristic of coachability. All right. Never think you know it all. Here's what's great about this industry, guys. We're playing a high-tech game of follow the leader. In fact, we're playing an old school game of copycat. How many people remember the copycat? It used to be a bad thing when we were little, right? You know, he's a copycat. She's copying over me. Well, here's the thing. This is the one industry that I know where you can make millions and millions of dollars playing copycat as long as you copy the right thing. There you go, Marcus. There you go. Exactly. All right. So number 5, accountability. Please write that down. Accountability. See, here's the deal. I'm the type of person, if you say you're going to do something, do it. Because if I tell you I'm going to do something, please believe it's going to get done. So I'm looking for that same accountability in my potential business partners. All right. And if you want a team of individuals who are accountable for their actions and they're going to be accountable for you, do me a favor, just drop a 1 in the chat real quick. So I know that that you're paying attention and you're looking for that, because accountability is extremely, extremely important. You definitely need to feel like Will, I happen to call Will today. Why? Because I like to get the training. I like to, and he dropped on me. He said that, look, I think I might have an emergency tonight. Coach, can you jump on and do this training? Of course. There was no other answer but yes, absolutely. And I think the reason that he answered me, that he asked me, because he knew that he can count on me, because I've shown my accountability thus far in everything that people have asked me to do. All right. So accountability. Number 6. Hope you're writing these down. Number 6, accessibility. I want my people to be accessible to me. Now, I'm going to tell you this, and this is where it really does come from. Again, being in this industry for 26 years. Yes, I started when I was about 5 years old. Okay. But being in this industry for 26 years, I hated being a part of companies where we couldn't access the top people in the company, and I swore, once God allowed me, because I knew he would, because I prayed on it, right? I said, once God allowed me to reach the top, that I would never be like that. I would always remain accessible to my people. So on the flip side, I also expect accessibility from the people that are in my organization. See, I want to just tell you this a little bit about me. I know you guys may not know much about me. And the longer, that we get to do things like this, the more you will get to know me. But I'm a person that, again, I don't know, maybe this is being from New York. And in New York, we don't just, I mess with my friends all the time. I'm like, look, we didn't just walk up to people and say hi in New York. Like that was a sure sign of weakness, right? So even when I talk to people, when I call people, I rarely call just to chat, just to say, hey, and have nothing to say. Trust me, if I call you, there's usually a reason, and a good reason, why I'm calling you. So my expectation is that when I call, that you pick up the phone, because I want to give you that same respect back. I want to make sure that I'm always going to be accessible for you. My squad knows, even people on the sideline, they call me for things and they know that they're not going to have a problem reaching me, getting in touch with me. It's one of the first things that I tell a brand new person when they come on is, I don't ever want you to feel like calling me is, off the table because of my position or because of this or because of that. No, please call me. There's no stupid questions, and anything that you may need or want, I want to make sure that I'm there for you. But in the return, I also expect the same thing. Is that fair to you guys? Does that make sense? Having that accessibility to your team? All right, good. Number 7, transparency. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this one because we all know what it means to be transparent. And here's the thing. Now, it's a rare thing nowadays. It's a rare thing nowadays for people to be completely transparent because of social media, right? Social media lets you put up whatever you want people to see. And it doesn't mean that it's always true, right? So being transparent is extremely important, because if I don't know your weaknesses or things like that, how can I help you improve as a coach? So I'm always looking for people that is going to be transparent. All right. So I hope that that's something that's important to you as well. Number 8 is work ethic. Please write that down. Capital letters, work ethic. All right. To me, this is a very, very critical skill. and listen, I tell you a little bit about me, and I'm sure that they're going to run them down, Miriam, again. So listen, I may talk fast. Again, I'm from New York. I apologize, but the good news for you is it'll be a quick meeting. We're not going to be on here all night long. I promise you that. All right. So number 8, we're looking at work ethic. I go back, Marcus, and make sure that I got all of them for you. This is a critical skill, work ethic, to me, because I highly believe in that's how you're going to get to the top, is your work ethic. And I always told my squad, I said, you may catch me, but you won't beat me. And it wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't that I'm better than you. It's because, that's my motto. You will not outwork me. You will not outwork me. The minute I feel that you are getting close, I'm gonna pick up the pace. I'm gonna turn it up. You said you're doing what? 5 3-ways a day? I gotta step mine up to 10 because that's my work ethic, right? And this actually goes back to having a competitive spirit as well. But my work ethic says I can't let other people beat me. And that's what you want to look for when you're looking for these powerful individuals that you want in your business. All right. Number 9, integrity. Integrity. Right. Thank you, Akua. See, this is why it's important. I said I warned y'all, and Melissa warned you. You better get your paper out, take some notes. All right. Integrity. I really shouldn't have anything to say on this. You guys should automatically get this one, right? This is another lost art. I believe it's important to move with integrity because someone somewhere is always watching you. And we've heard the saying, but this reality is what's done in the dark will come out in the light. And, having that integrity, I know, Marcus, you did a post on this the other day, talking about how, when you was a part of the company, it was the best thing ever. And now that you decided to make a move or do something else, oh, it's the worst thing. Come on, that's not integrity. And I believe in moving with integrity because your reputation, first of all, this is a large industry, but this is a small industry. And most of the leaders amongst different companies, guess what? We all know each other. We all know each other. And so having that integrity is going to be critical for not only you, but again, when you're looking for potential business partners, we want to look for people that have integrity. I hope that makes sense to you guys. All right. Number 10, we got just a few more. Number 10, trust. Now, I told you, I'm a native New Yorker. I'm born and raised in the Bronx, New York. If there's any other New Yorkers that's on this call, go ahead and just throw an NY in the chat so I know who you are. But I could tell you that just by default, like New Yorkers, by default, we readily don't trust people. All right, Chanel, we readily don't trust people. And look, my New Yorkers, y'all know this is just how we are. We almost have to grow up like that. Jamaica Queen, Seymour, okay. We almost had to grow up like that in order to survive in that concrete jungle, right? And so the reality is, if you want my time, my coaching, et cetera, things like that, I need to trust. Not only are you going to do something with it, but you're not going to waste the one thing that I can never, ever get back. And that's that critical thing called time, like I said. See, we may know how much money we make. You guys could, if you got a job, you probably know how much money you make, right? But you don't know how much time you have. That's the one thing that I can never replace if you waste it. So I'm trusting. Now I'm looking for people that I could trust so they will never, ever, ever be able to waste my time. I want to be able to trust those people, all right? Number 11. They don't print time. There you go, Marcus. They print money. Number 11, the 11th thing that I look for, respect. Why? Your people are going to be the reflection of you. And there may be times when, there's an event and you can't make it, but your people do. I want to know that when I send people somewhere or when my people are talking or they know that they're on my team, that there's a certain level of respect that's there. I hope that makes sense to you. And I want well-respected team members. And to me, more importantly, respect is earned. It's not given. Maybe that's a New York thing. I don't know. But respect is earned and not given with me. And you get what you give. So I'm always looking for people that have respect because I always want to be able to put that back into the universe and the atmosphere, into my team, into things like that. So respect is number 11. And we're going to end with the last one, number 12, professionalism. Please write that down. If you're from New York and you went to public school like me, sound it out. No, I'm just playing, right? But professionalism, all right? I want you guys to be a consummate professional at all times. But at the same time, again, because you're going to give what you get, that's what you should be looking for in your potential business partners. a certain level of professionalism, that can stand in front of a room, that can hold his own, that can represent you, the company, the products, and everything in a very professional manner, because at the end of the day, it can come back to you. And I want people to know, if you came out of this squad, man, then that's something that we're going to show. We're going to show professionalism. And here's another thing. Does anybody, by the way, does anybody know the difference between an amateur and a professional? I don't have time to wait today, so I'm going to just tell you. Professionals get paid, right? Professionals get paid. There you go. You know, right? So amateurs, they don't get paid for what they do. And so I want you to embody that last word as well. Don't be afraid to say, I am a professional network marketer. I am a professional network marketer. As a matter of fact, you may want to throw that up as a post, because so many people are scared to say that nowadays, because the industry has gotten a bad name from, our parents and grandparents way back in the days. I told you I started in the industry at, I'm about to tell y'all my age. All right, but I'll just say when I was a senior in college, I told you 26 years ago, right? When I was a senior in college, I started in the industry. And I almost didn't. As a matter of fact, for a year, my partner and good friend told me about the project probably a year before I got started, because I was a junior. And so I remember specifically telling him, I ain't doing that, man. That's one of them things. My mama said, don't do that because I'm gonna go to jail and I'm too pretty to go to jail. Man, I was so uneducated. We've all kind of heard, that's one of them things. That's the pyramid. No. We know that this industry creates more millionaires than any other industry on the planet. And as I look and see the attendees that we have on here, we got a lot of females. Will talked about this the other day. 85% successful people in the industry, they're actually females. So like you said, we, for the men on here, we're going to start looking for some females. We want them, because you got you ladies, man, you do some amazing things in this industry. Right. Sorry, cool. It's not 85%. The 85% is 85% of women who make 6 figures or more make it in the network marketing industry. Sorry, got my facts mixed up. But yes, 85% of females who earn at least 6 figures come from the network marketing industry. But you guys are absolutely amazing in this industry, right? So with that being said, those are what we call the 12 pillars. Those are things that you should be looking for when you are evaluating potential business partners, because if we can find people that embody these qualities, you should be looking at a championship team. And there's nothing better than winning the game. Let me do my New York speed talk and try to get us out of here pretty quickly. But there's just something I wanted to definitely give you guys and end with, as opposed to those 12 pillars. A few, was it weeks ago, maybe a month ago, about a month ago, I think it was, Will did a training and he talked about the numbers 4 and 10. Can anybody tell me what those numbers related to? 4 and 10. Does anybody remember? Is anybody paying attention? I mean, people take notes. I do have a training that says trainers don't work. And that's because people will take notes, then go ahead and put their notebook on the mantle. 4 builders. All right, there we go. 4 reps, 10 customers. All right, there we go. We want 4 core business builders, and we want 10 long-term customers. Very good, guys. I'm glad to see those who pay attention. Very good, very good. Well, I want to kind of add to that 4 and 10 training. Grab some notes really quick. The 10 we got, man, we want 10 long-term customers. That's critical, for us having a business, because you cannot be in business without having customers. There's no business that can exist without customers. Let's be clear, okay? But as far as, those 4 builders, I already told you the pillars, the qualities, the characteristics that you should look for within, especially your 4 core team members. But we're going to really concentrate on what I call a core. Having a core is really critical to your success long-term in business. All right. Just think about, I mean, even if we think about a job, I'm saying this, from memory, because I've been blessed not to have a job since 2011 when I donated my job back to the economy. We're letting this industry retire me, right? Having a core four is going to be extremely critical for your success here. And I want to relate it to, I told y'all, and I'm going to do a training in, I did a training in Vegas, and when I do the training in Orlando, you guys will know, man, these products have absolutely blessed me with helping. All right, I'm gonna put it out there because I wasn't gonna say nothing, but so far I'm down 94 pounds. I wasn't gonna say nothing until I hit my 100 mark. I'm trying to get that done by next week. But here's the thing: I love sweets, and these products have really helped me curb my sweet tooth. Thank you, I appreciate that. Really helped me to curb my sweet tooth. But I love cookies and cakes and everything else. And so I'm going to talk in terms of cake tonight. We're going to call your 4 core leaders the 4 main ingredients of a cake. And that's eggs, flour, milk, and baking soda. Because it ain't going to rise without the baking soda. I wish I had a baker on here that could tell me that. All right. So eggs, flour, milk, and baking soda. That's what we're going to call your core 4 leaders. And here's the reality. Once you find these 4, your business will explode. I can absolutely promise and guarantee you that. Your business will explode, right? If you got 2 on one side or 2 on the other side, you're going to watch your business explode because the duplication and everything else that begins to happen will be amazing. And we talked earlier about, sorry, we didn't talk earlier. I was watching one of Marcus's lives again. I told you I'm always being coached and always learning. He was talking about that. But having these 4, your eggs, your flour, your milk, and your baking soda is going to be critical to your business. But I want you to understand the significance of your core and how important. See, so many people are going to look for a core. I want to find my core 4. Well, I got a news flash, and this may be bad news for some of you guys, but I'm going to tell you the number 1 rule. You can't have a core unless you are a core yourself. I'm going to say that again. You're not going to get a core. You won't ever get your core 4 unless you decide to become a core yourself. And you know what that starts out with? That starts out with you embodying those 12 pillars that we talked about in the beginning. That starts with you attending the trainings. That starts with you duplicating the success. You playing that game of copycat so that then you can now develop yours. How can you teach something that you're not learning, that you're not possessing and doing yourself, right? So you cannot have a core unless you are a core yourself. The other side of that is once you do get your core, you take care of your core. If you take care of your core will take care of you. How many people agree with that, right? So having that core is based upon you being a part of a core yourself. And if you are not yet, ask your sponsor, would you consider me part of your core 4? And if the answer is no, what I don't want you to do is get upset. What I do want you to do is get focused so that'll never be their answer again. I hope that makes sense to you guys, right? So become, that attractive, become those 12 pillars. And there's no way that you cannot be a part of your leader's core. But you cannot have a core unless you are one, and you're going to have to take care of your core. And in turn, your core will take care of you. And I just want to hit a few core values, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up this call. Value people through teamwork, right? So we attract and recruit the finest people from all over the world to build an organization from within, promoting and rewarding excellence. And what we want to do is build long-term relationships, recognizing that every team member contributes to our success. Every team member contributes to our success, okay? Another core value that I want to talk about, leadership, okay? I believe that we lead by example, and we want to set a clear vision of where we are going. I've been going back and forth on the training that I want to do in Orlando. I told Will at first I'm going to do a vision training, but I have another training that I think I'm going to do. I doubt he's going to let me do too, right? But have a clear vision of where you are going, right? And we're focused on goals to achieve team objective and strategies, all right? Next core value you want to have is a commitment to growth, okay? So we're committed to the growth of our members, financial growth, business knowledge growth, and personal development. Guys, these are the cornerstone of our team objectives, right? And so we have a compelling desire to improve and win. This is why we're always telling you, you should be reading. You know, we say look, leaders are readers, right? Next core value, excellence and professionalism. I kind of ended, with the pillars with professionalism, but demonstrate a spirit of excellence by giving our very best. We want to maintain a level of professionalism with our clients, with our prospects, with corporate personnel, with our team leaders, okay, everything, while we demonstrate the spirit of excellence by giving and doing our very best, all right? And then the last core value that, I try to always put in, for myself and to teach as well is we want to demonstrate integrity and authenticity. See, genuineness demonstrated by consistency and transparency, remember those words, right? In values, beliefs, and actions. Integrating the values and principles that we believe people work best when there is that true foundation of trust. And then that goes back to the pillars as well. So I hope that this got, this information reached the right people, whoever it was designed to reach, and that it's going to help you when picking and choosing, because again, that is a luxury that we have in this industry, is we literally get to pick and choose who we want to work with. All right. And so to make your business life successful, we should look for people with, those 12 pillars. And we want to go ahead and find out 4 and 10, and finding your core 4 is going to be critical, but you cannot be a core unless you yourself are a core. So if we can, what is the second core value? Was leadership. So I said we lead by example and set a clear vision of where we're going, focused on our goals to achieve team objective and strategies. All right, Gina. All right. So I hope this reached the right people today.